Aluminum is a very soft material with a high melting point. It requires specific welding parameters to make a strong quality weld. Additionally, aluminum is thermally conductive and can easily distort while welding. Some key points to keep in mind when welding aluminum are to keep the material clean. Aluminum starts to oxidize almost immediately. Trying to weld through oxidized material is possible, but it can create several issues with the weld, including porosity, poor bead shape, and wandering of the arc. A stainless steel wire brush is a great choice. Also, a non-contaminated sanding pad designed for aluminum will work as well. The same goes for the filler metal. Keep it clean and properly stored. It's best to consult the filler metal manufacturer on this. When we talk about aluminum welding, a spool gun may come to mind. Spool guns were designed to help feed difficult wire in an effort to avoid messy welding. By placing a roll of filler metal on the handle of the gun, along with incorporating a miniature drive roll system on the gun. By doing this, you can pretty much eliminate any issues with wire feed, since you're only feeding wire just a few inches. So do you actually need a spool gun to weld aluminum, or is there an alternative? The answer is yes and no. It depends on your preferences as a welder and the application in which you're welding. The problem with spool guns is they are heavy, bulky, have poor accessibility, and if you're production welding, you might go through several spools in a single shift. If you're a shop manager who is tasked with increasing productivity, you want to look at these setbacks. In addition to the inefficiency, there's a lot of maintenance involved with spool guns. Drive rolls, motors, wire guides, electrical connections, and so on make the process a bit more tedious, and all this is packed into a small space. An alternative to a spool gun, it solves all the issues, is what is referred to as a push-pull gun, or better yet, our Freedom Drive push-pull system. The Freedom Drive takes the typical components of a push-pull or spool gun and moves them 6 feet away from the handle, where they won't get in the way. Because of this, we can put our lightweight MIG gun on the front end, which fixes the weight and accessibility issues. An intermediate feeder 6 foot back from there, and then down to a conventional style feeder. Welding with a spool gun all day can take its toll on a welder. With the Freedom Drive, you can weld comfortably all day long and not have to worry about changing several small spools out per day. Whether or not you use a spool gun really comes down to what you are welding. They're pretty easy to use, but require fine-tuning and maintenance to keep them running without feeding issues. Because of the downtime and inefficiencies, they may be better suited for maintenance or touch-up welding rather than a production setting. Weigh the pros and cons against your application and figure out what works best for you.
Hey, thanks for watching. Check out some of our other videos, like this one. Don't forget to share your thoughts on this video in the comments below, and subscribe if you want to be the first to see the latest from Abicore Bidsell.